Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Giving out live free plays for today's card. And on today's show, picks we hear from the NBA. It is a 6-game card from the association. Also college basketball. Big card today as we wind up regular season playing for the major conferences. Also small conference tournament action as well. Action on the ice as well. So one thing we appreciate from you guys out there, our viewers, is just give us that that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. And of course, subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks over our channel, lots of live shows with chat interaction with you guys. And of course, make sure you share as well. So let's hang on one second. Get the volume down there. Okay. So we'll say hello to Al and we'll get right to the show because we don't mess around here on the Tony Six Morning Show. Al, what's happening?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Coming off 1-0 day, so take it. And again, hope to keep it rolling into the weekend. Was on the NHL yesterday. Got another play in the NHL today. But yeah, looking forward to this pretty big basketball card we got today as well.
Absolutely. Actually, looking forward to this card today from the college hoops. So we'll get to that here. And for me, I had a pretty good day yesterday, hitting the 3-1. So I like that. All right, guys, just a reminder, we're going to give you our free picks here, but if you're looking for best bets, our premium plays, well, click the link in the description. That'll take you right over to Tony'sPicks.com. We'll be able to find our premium plays there, best bets and more. If we could get this thing running right. Hang on one second here. Let me remove it from the screen, and we'll reshare the screen again. I don't know what happened there. Share screen. Let's see. Oh, we got to stop it before we share it. All right, here we go. Let's share it again to make sure this thing is working right. So we'll let you see what our website looks like over at Tony's Picks. And of course, we can't get it rolling right now. So we'll say not now. Let me refresh this bad boy here, and we can get this thing going here. StreamYard's acting a little buggy today. A little buggy today from this StreamYard. Okay, let's see, share screen, and here it is right here. So let's go ahead. There's our site, TonyPicks.com. We'll find our best bets and premium plays. Leaderboard showcasing top performers here. Alaninos on the leaderboard here with a great year, approaching 1,500 units of profit for 2026. That's all based on $100 unit wager size. So let's get right to the picks here. We're going to start here with the NBA. Well, two blocks of 3 each here from the association. We get it rolling here from the NBA here with the Magic and T-Wolves. Minnesota is going to be laying about 6.5. This one's down from an opener of 7.5. Total sits here at 224.5. Nets and Pistons. It's the Pistons 14 and a hook in some spots. Total 215. Sixers and Hawks. Atlanta 6.5 and 7 in spots. Total 233.5. We'll take a look at the injury reports from these games. Magic and Timberwolves. We got Wagner still out. Isaac here is questionable. Anderson will be questionable for Minnesota. Sixers and Hawks. It's Broom and B. George out. Edgecombe here is doubtful. Kuminga is questionable for Atlanta. Then we go over to the Nets and the Pistons. For the Nets, the young guy here, Edgar Demon is out. For Detroit, it's Thompson out. Cunningham questionable. It will be Durant here probable. We get started here with Al.
Yeah. All right. First up, bear with me too because my page is lagging as well. First game, I think this early game is priced real right where it should be. I guess 6 is where I would like to have it. At 6, I'd lean to the Wolves. Now I'm seeing a juice 6.5, and that's how tight it is for me here. So it's the 6.5. I'm starting to lean Magic, and again, if we get a 7, definitely going to start leaning more heavily towards the Magic here to keep it somewhat respectable. I do like the Wolves to win this game at home. Again, wouldn't be shocked if they lost it outright. But again, 6.5, 7. I'm going to start looking at the Magic. Obviously, nothing too strong here. Do like the points with the Sixers here on the road. I just feel like the Hawks, I know they've been playing well, but I think they're just laying a couple too many points. Some pretty big injuries here for the Sixers heading into this one, but with Maxey leading the way there, I think he's still gotten just enough firepower behind him or around him to keep this game competitive. I'll take the points with the Sixers there, and that'll wrap it up for me for the early games.
All right, tell you what I think here about these early games. Yeah, I'm going to look at the dog here with Orlando covering it here. A home favorite, Minnesota just 12-17. But the Magic have covered 4 of 6 on the road. Magic have defended very well here of late over the past 2 weeks at 45% shooting, just over 28% from 3. Minnesota's missed the cover in 5 of 7. Some defensive issues there for the Timberwolves over that period. I'll look at Orlando. I just don't trust Atlanta as a home favorite. I just can't do it. That's for years. You're going to lay points with Atlanta. You're going to have trouble with them. Looking at this one, although they've been pretty good coming off the break, but Philly here against these bad defenses, 17-6 of the spread on the road, facing teams that allow 46% shooting or greater. So I'll look here at Philly to get the job done in this one. Let's see. Yep, I'll look at Philadelphia plus the points. I can only look at the Detroit side. This Nets team 0-9 since the break, a minus 19 net rating since coming off the break. My God, that is horrific. Pistons 8-2 of the spread at home, facing these teams that are getting outscored by 3 or greater points per game. So against these bad teams, they've been pounding them. The Nets over the past 2 weeks allowing 52% shooting, 42% from 3 in poor shooting form. Pistons defending. I'll take the Pistons in this one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Picks Morning Show as we continue on. Last block, Clippers and Grizzlies. Clippers on the back-to-back, laying 6 on the road. Totals shot up from 227 up to 229. And there, do your shopping because the lines are variable here. We see a poke on it. We even see a 228.5. Jazz and Bucks. Bucks laying 10, total 234. Warriors and Thunder, your ABC game. Oh boy, too bad they can't flex out of this one. We got OKC 14.5. The 15s are still out there, but they're going away on that one. Total 219.5. We'll take a look and see what the injury reports state for these games here. Jazz and Bucks. It's Collier and Markkanen out for Utah. Porter and Prince out for Milwaukee. Clippers and Memphis. Keep an eye on this one. It is a back-to-back for the Clippers. Collins is out. Garland questionable for LA. For Memphis, Aldama, Clark, Gibson, Morant out in that one. Warriors and Thunder. We've got, let's see which Curry is out here. It's Steph Curry's out. Okay, Steph Curry's out. Moody's also out. Seth Curry, the bad one, the bad Curry. He's questionable. Melton, Porzingis, and Richard are both questionable. Payton here is probable. For OKC, Caruso, Carlson, Hartenstein, AJ Mitchell, the good Jalen Williams are out. I'll go over to El Ninos.
Yeah, be careful with that S. Curry there on your injury reports, guys. If he gets the green light, as you said, that's Seth, not Steph there. That being said, I still can't be laying the 2 touchdowns here. Again, if you like the Thunder, I'd rather take them to win both halves than lay this spread. Slight lean to the Warriors to somewhat put up a fight here just because of the number, but again, not one I'm rushing to bet here. Same could be said about the Bucks. Again, these spreads a bit too big for me to get behind the favorites here, so probably just a pass on this one. The Clippers, as you mentioned, be careful. So far, no signs of Leonard sitting this one out. If he ends up suiting up, I'll definitely lay with the Clippers here. Much more reasonable number than the other two games we looked at in this late block. So, yeah, again, if Leonard's confirmed in this one, I'll gladly lay even up to 6 points here with the Clippers.
Yeah, with Al Nino's time, what I think I hear about these games here. I'll look at the Jazz plus the points in this one. I know Jazz are just 1-6 since the break. The Bucks are 3-5 since the break, but a minus 11 net rating. Oh, my goodness. That is brutal here. Bucks against these good shooting teams at home that hit 46% or greater. You know, Jazz can shoot the ball here, but the Bucks is 8-15 the spread against these teams. Milwaukee in just terrible defensive form over the past 2 weeks, giving up 49% shooting, 37% from 3. Jazz have covered 7 of 9 on the road. My God, they're covering games and losing. That's how you're supposed to tank. Matter of fact, they've covered 3 straight with good 3-point shooting. Bucks have lost and missed the cover in 4 straight bad shooting here. Give me the doubles with the Jazz in this one. Clippers, Memphis. With Memphis, it's over, and the market's telling you it's over. that's what they do. You know, the Memphis Grizzlies bench guys can shoot. They can't defend, but they can shoot. And if you don't play defense against the Clippers, they'll exploit you. Even though it's a back spot, I will go ahead and take the over in this one. Again, as I said before, if you make an NBA roster, it's because you can shoot the basketball, right? It's the defense that falls off when you go to the bench here. So I'll look at the over in this one. Warriors and Thunder, while it's an ABC game, I can only look at taking the points here with Golden State. If you can find the 15, I'd lean in that one. One thing to note here, against these good three-point shooting teams at home, and these are teams that hit 36% or greater. OKC just 3-11 to the spread at home against these good three-point shooting teams. And they failed to cover 4 straight. These Thunder over the past 2 weeks shooting just over 44%. I can only take the points there with the Golden State. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. We'll turn our attention over to college basketball. Monster card, massive card today. This is probably our last big card of the season because these teams will start dwindling out as we get into conference play. Matter of fact, next Saturday will be a lot of semifinal and finals from these conference tournaments. So we won't have as many as we have today. This will be the last big one. All right, so in block 1, we're going to do 4 blocks. In block 1, we cover the games at noon Eastern, and we include the ones at 1 Eastern. So the games at 2 Eastern time and later we'll do in the next block. Some of the notable ones here. Arkansas, Missouri. We see Missouri laying 2.5 at home. DePaul laying 3 at home against Butler. Xavier, Villanova. Villanova laying 11.5 in that game. Let's see what else we have here in this one. South Carolina, Ole Miss. Ole Miss laying 7 at home. So UConn and Marquette. UConn 9.5 on the road in that one. So in this block, we cover the ones at noon Eastern, include the 1 Eastern, the 2 Eastern time, and later it's next block over to Al Ninos.
All right, so first up, nooner here. Got Louisiana Tech over Delaware. Should be a pretty interesting matchup. Was a close one in the first meeting. I could make a case for Delaware shooting, being the more accurate here from deep at home, where they've been shooting well all season long here, 36, just over 36.5% from deep. So if they do knock down their threes, it's going to be a tough day for Louisiana Tech, but still they have the better defense that should travel well, and don't expect Delaware to get many second chance opportunities in this matchup. Louisiana Tech definitely has the edge on the glass there. So any misses from deep, they should secure there and get the job done. I like Virginia Tech to keep this one within single digits here against Virginia. Again, a tough matchup here on the road. But they did pull the upset off in the previous meeting at home. I know this one's on the road again, just 3-6 on the road, and Virginia's been great, 15-1 at home, but still think they keep it within single digits. Think Virginia's laying a couple too many there. I'll take Virginia Tech. Xavier, Villanova, another good, should be again a better matchup than this line suggests. Another team that hasn't traveled too well here. Xavier just 1-9 on the road against a team that's 13-3 at home. But just again, too many points here, and I think they keep it within the single digits. So I'll take the points with Xavier there. I like the smaller road dog here in Butler over DePaul. Should be a good matchup. I think this one that could go either way. Butler got the job done in the first meeting, and another team that hasn't traveled particularly well. So again, the road records are a little worrisome here, and this is one where we are kind of expect them to at least keep it to the last possession here. So could be a tricky spot here on the road, but I'll still take Butler in that one. And I liked Davidson. Again, another small road dog here, getting over the full possession here with Davidson. Should be another good matchup here on the road. The team that's traveled better here, 6-4 on the road. They did lose the previous meeting, but it was a close one. I expect this one to be another close one, so I'll take the points with Davidson there.
There we go with Al Ninos here. Tell you what I think here. Really one game in this first block from me, and that's taking St. Joseph's has been a force here of late. LaSalle's been very terrible at shooting the basketball in the A-10, 14th in effective field goal shooting, just 30% from three, 45% inside, 71 at the line. They turn the ball over. And on defense, 13th in efficiency allowing 57% from 2-point 2-point distance. Don't force turnovers. St. Joseph, a very good defensive team in conference play. Against these good defensive teams, the Explorers are 0-4 the spread on the road, facing teams that allow 42% shooting or lower. LaSalle in terrible shooting form coming in this one. I'll look at St. Joseph in that game. All right, let's continue here on this Hoinks Morning Show. As we continue on here, we'll go to Block 2. In Block 2, we're going to cover the games here at 2 Eastern, and then we will cover all the way till 3:30 Eastern time. We'll take a look at some of the notable games in this block. Cincinnati, TCU laying 2 points at home. Arizona State, Iowa State. Iowa State's been a force at home this year. They're laying 15.5 there. Kansas State, Kansas 16.5 at home in that one. Vandy and Tennessee laying 4. I see a 3.5 in some places. Louisville and Miami. It will be Miami laying 2, total 156.5. There's a lot of games in this block. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll go here. Georgia and Mississippi State. And in this one, we've got Miss Georgia, the road favorite, 5.5 in this spot. So in this block, we cover the games at 2 Eastern, stop at 3:30 Eastern. So we go to El Niños, include 3:30 Eastern.
Yeah, I'm going to start off with Miami here over Louisville. Should be a good matchup. Now, they lost the first meeting by 10. That was last season. But again, with the big home court advantage here, 15-2 at home, Louisville just 3-7 on the road. And dealing with a big injury here, Brown, Mikael Brown is going to be missing this one. A good 3-point shooter there for Louisville. So I like Miami to get the job done there at home. Next up, I had Drexel over Northeastern here. Just been the better team. Northeastern putting up some decent numbers again, but not defensively at least. Drexel having the much better defense in this one. And expect them to get the job done at home, win this one by 2 possessions plus. I'll lay with Drexel there. And next up is Georgia, Mississippi State. Yeah, I do like Georgia there on the road. Just, again, going with the better team here. Length close to 2 full possessions here, but I think they do cover that number for us. So, yeah, lay with Georgia there.
There we go from El Niños. Tell you what I think about these games. I'm going to go ahead and look at taking Princeton plus the points against Yale. This game is somewhat meaningless to Yale. It's all about next week's Ivy League tournament. Matter of fact, in the Ivy League, it's a 4-team tournament. They've already decided the 4 teams that are in the tournament. So the playoff for the Ivy, which begins next weekend, will have been set. So I'll look to take the points there with Princeton. Princeton is a good shooting team in the Ivy League here. Secures a basketball, hit 37% from 3, 80% at the line. They're an effective field goal defense in the conference, giving up just 31% from 3. They have Yale has struggled on the glass, just 72% at the line. Princeton has covered 2 straight with good shooting. Yale has missed the cover in 7 of 9 with spots of poor defense. This might be one of those letdown type of spots, especially these Ivy League teams usually front end of back-to-backs. Don't like looking at them here. Yale 1-4 the spread as a favorite of 10 or greater points at home. They don't cover these big numbers, and why should they cover today when it's all about next week for them? So I'll look at Princeton there in that one. Yeah, I'll look at Sam. Liberty's hit the tank here. Liberty 11th in effective field goal shooting in the Conference USA. They don't defend the 3 very well. Sam Houston second in both offensive and defensive efficiency in the Conference USA against these teams that secure the ball. Liberty 2-7 the spread at home against these teams that average less than 14 turnovers a game. Liberty has failed to cover 8 of 9 with bad defense over the last month, allowing 49% shooting, 42% from 3. I can only look here at Sam Houston plus the 5.5. What was Sam Houston? I thought there was some pretty positive numbers with Sam Houston here. Yeah, Sam Houston as a road dog this year, 10-2 to the spread. So I'll take Sam Houston here plus the 5.5. Louisville and Miami here. I agree with El Niños. I like Miami here to pick them. They've won 6 of 7 with really good shooting on the road this year. Louisville 2-8 to the spread. This is a Louisville team that turns the ball over offensively, and they don't force them defensively, and gives up 35% from three. Miami's been a very good 2-point shooting team in conference play, and they also force turnovers, strong on the glass. I'll take Miami there. I'll take the home team, Tennessee, here against Vanderbilt. This is a team here that hits just 33% from three, and they struggle on the glass, and they give up over 34% from beyond the arc. Tennessee is second defensive efficiency in the SEC, a team that rebounds, defends the 2- and 3-point line very well. And Vanderbilt has failed to cover 4 or 5. Poor 3-point defense over this period for Vanderbilt. And against these good rebounding teams, Commodores 1-4 the spread on the road against teams that out-rebound their opponents by 4 or greater per game. And I'll look here at this Tennessee team there. Matter of fact, Vanderbilt over the last month giving up 41% from three. I'll take Tennessee in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. Block number 2. We're covering the games at 4 Eastern, and we'll include the 5 Eastern time games. So in this block, notable games here: Florida and Kentucky here. Florida up from an opener 5.5 to 6.5 on the road against Kentucky. This is one of those bubblicious games. New Mexico and Utah State. Utah State 7.5 at home. Boy, these teams have been beating up on each other there. So another bubblicious game. Boise State and Colorado State. Colorado State laying 1 at home. The Rams have heated up down the stretch. Let's see what else we have. Wisconsin, Purdue 8.5 at home. And Utah, Baylor, it's going to be Baylor 12.5. And Indiana, Ohio State. We see Ohio State here laying 4 in this game. So in this block, it's 4 Eastern, include the 5:30 Eastern. So the 6 and later we'll do in the last block. We'll start it off with Al Ninos.
Yeah, just a few games for me in this block. I'm going to kick it off with Cal here on the road. Not a very strong play, but game I think they can keep respectable here on the road. Getting 2 possessions here with Cal. I think they should be able to keep it closer to the last possession here. A team that's been shooting pretty well from deep, playing some solid defense. So I think they can keep this one competitive. I'll take the points there with Cal over Wake Forest. Next up in that Florida-Kentucky game, yeah, should be a good one. And I see this number dropping actually to 5. Where is it at now? Let me check where it's
6.5. Kentucky game? That's 6.5 now. 6.5.
Well, I'm seeing it come down. I'm seeing some juicy 5.5s as well. So again, shop around, try to get the 6 or better here on Kentucky. I think they can keep this game competitive. Florida's been great all season long. Just think this is a matchup that Kentucky should keep competitive here. So I'll take the points with Kentucky. And last but not least, I like NJIT to get the job done over Maine there. Going up against a team that's just 4 and 13 on the road. I think NJIT can cover the small number for us here.
There we go here from Al Ninos. Tell you what I think here. There's one that I like in this block, and that would be taking Colorado State. I told you the Rams are heated up here down the stretch. The Rams have won 8 straight with great shooting. Boise State is 9th in effective field goal defense, giving up over 36% from 3, 54% inside. They don't force turnovers defensively, no ball pressure. And offensively in conference play, Boise State has turned the ball over. Colorado State is 2nd in effective field goal shooting in the Mountain West, over 36% from 3, and hits their 2s and hits their 3s very well, and they rebound very well on the defensive end of the court. Give me the Rams in that spot, Colorado State. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. We'll close out college hoops here with our final block. In our final block of games, we cover the games here at 6 Eastern time and later, all the way to the to your bailout game at midnight with Long Beach State and Hawaii. That's your late night game on the schedule tonight. So we go with some of the notables in this block. Texas A&M and LSU. A&M 3.5 on the road, up from an opener of 2.5 there. Pretty good Missouri Valley semifinal game. Northern Iowa and Bradley. This one has Northern Iowa 4.5 in this neutral site game. Probably your best tournament game, I think, is this Northern Iowa and Bradley game. One I would recommend watching if you have multiple screens. Well, it's a rivalry game. North Carolina and Duke. Duke opener 16.5. They're now up to 17.5 in this one. Total 147 in this game. Yikes! It's a big number there. All right, let's see. Cal Poly SLO is laying 9.5 against Bakersfield. The reason I bring this up, I don't know if you heard the news, but the Bakersfield assistant coach has been arrested for pimping, if you didn't hear that. So, oh boy, I don't want to Bakersfield pimpers here. No, I don't want to do that. I'll just say the assistant coach is just him, nobody else on the school.
Yes, coaching basketball ain't easy, huh?
No, it's not at Bakersfield. I talked about how bad the program was on one of the previous shows. How they came into Division I in 2006, and they've been terrible. They used to be a stalwart in Division II. Those of you that remember when CBS used to show the Division II championship game, we used to see a Bakersfield in that game almost every year. But man, it's been terrible. It's they're you got a lot of farm workers up there too in Bakersfield. So I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can get a lot of basketball players there from the farms. But anyway. We'll see what else we got here. Fresno State Canyon laying 13 in that game. What else do we got here? Auburn, Alabama. We got Auburn laying 7.5. Oklahoma and Texas. We got Texas here 7.5. Utah Valley, Utah Tech, a nice sneaky one in the WAC. Utah Valley laying 7.5 from an opener of 6. My goodness. What else we got? UCLA, USC. What do we get here, right? UCLA on the road has been something else. UCLA 6.5 on the road in this one. Of course, the coach is begging for UCLA fans to go to USC to see this game. They need help. Northwestern Minnesota mini laying 3 at home. What else do we have here in this block? Arizona 14.5 on the road against Colorado. My goodness. The good one at night, Texas Tech, BYU laying 2 in this one. And your bailout special, your chaser here, Hawaii laying 13.5 against the Beaches, total 149. Beaches going from one beach all the way to the other. We'll start here with Downito's.
Yeah, at least they've managed to lose that one recently. A couple days ago, so I'm glad about that for my Long Beach State there. Thanks for dropping that one. But not much on their game today, unfortunately. But kicking things off here at 6 p.m., I got Towson over Hampton. Better team, much better defense, big edge on the glass here. They won the previous meeting by 32. I think they can win this one by double digits again. We'll ask them to lay 2 possessions here. I'll lay the points with Towson. Like UT Arlington over Abilene Christian here. About to pick them here. If you can get a point or so, whatever, grab it. But think they get their payback here. They lost the previous meeting. It was a close one. I think UT Martin gets their payback in this one. Kind of like Austin P there over Queens. Much better defense again. Creating a lot more steals there on defense. So expect that to lead to some easy transition offense as well. I'll take Austin P to get the job done there. I'll take the points with Cal State Fullerton over Cal State Northridge. This one could be a little bit of a tricky one. But again, Fullerton won the previous meeting outright. And I think they can keep this one at least keep it to 1 possession here. So I'll take anything over that with Fullerton. I like Cal Baptist there over Southern Utah. Again, getting the much better defense, the big edge on the glass here. So I think that gets the job done. They won the previous meeting big as well. I think they get the job done again. We're laying 2 possessions here with Cal Baptist. Auburn, Alabama. I like the over in this one. I know it's a massive number, but you got Auburn coming in at 18-12 to the over. Bama 15-13-1 to the over, but plays at a very fast pace and leads college basketball in points per game there. So I'll take another higher scoring affair there. Take the over. I like Texas Tech over BYU. Should be a great game. But Texas Tech just on fire from deep. And won the previous meeting by 13. I think they got the job done again here. Moving on down. I think actually that wraps it up for me.
Yeah, that's up for Al Nino's here in college hoops. Tell you what I think about some of these games. Yeah, I can't take UCLA on the road. They're a horrible road team. I'll look at USC, even though it's been it's been tough for USC this year. A team that at least shows something for me defensively, but UCLA 11th in effective field goal shooting in the Big Ten. Not a very good 2-point shooting team. They struggle on the glass, and they give up 55% from 2-point distance. Here, USC does defend the 3-ball very well, strong on the glass defensively. But UCLA this year, 2-9 to the spread on the road. And look over on the road where they give up 50% shooting, 36% from 3, and they shoot poorly here on the road. USC does play some defense at home. I'll look at USC plus the points. Give me the home dog with Utah Tech plus 6.5. Utah Valley does not defend the 3-ball very well and does not shoot it very well in conference play, and they don't make their free throws. Utah Tech is second offensive efficiency in the WAC team that secures the basketball, hits 39 from 3, 52% inside, and they defend the 3-point line very well. Utah Valley has failed to cover 3 straight with 3-point defense being very poor. Utah Tech has covered 8 of 10 at home with 8 of 10 with good shooting. Valley here 1-4. The spread is a road favorite of 6.5 to 12. Utah Tech at home this season 8-2 to the spread. Give me Utah Tech here plus the 6.5, and that actually has gone up. That's why I was surprised when I saw the line going up in that one. Wow, I think it's 7.5 in that game now. My goodness. All right. Yeah, I like the fade train on BYU. Give me Tech in this one. BYU's defense has been terrible over the last month, where they've given up 48% shooting, 40% from 3. Tech in very good shooting and defensive form over the last month. BYU has failed to cover 12 of 15. Bad defense here for this BYU Cougars team. And Raiders have covered 6 of 8 with good shooting. Tech is number 1 in effective field goal shooting in the Big 12, 41% from 3, 75 at the line, 53 from 2-point distance. And they defend the 3-point line and 2-point line very well in conference play. So I'll look here at Texas Tech here plus the points in that one. All right, let's continue here on Tony. So before we move on, Alaninos, any game on the board at college hoops that you might have missed?
I don't believe so. If anything pops up, I'll try to come up, try to point it out at the end of the show. But I'm good for now.
All right, Alaninos said he's good for now. Yeah, I am too. There isn't anything really that stood out from me at all here.
Maybe
this LSU team has been pretty bad, but I don't like the line move in that one. That might have been the one I would have added to the card. LSU is just not drawing fans. I mean, it's just been terrible over there the way this team has performed, going the wrong direction.
Yeah, there is one actually. Sorry, Tony. Just a big question mark on it there for SMU in the SMU Florida State game. So I guess if BJ Edwards ends up playing this one, may lean towards the SMU side. If he sits this one out, I may lean Florida State. So definitely something to keep an eye on there with that one.
There we go from El Ninos there. Let's see here. Boy, that Central Arkansas though, they put a good win last night. Florida Gulf Coast has been an upset team there. We saw Belmont go down in the Missouri Valley yesterday. That was a big upset. The Drake got it done yesterday against Belmont by margin there. Let's see here. The Tommies look good in that summit, but man, 12.5 now for the Tommies. Getting it done last night, coming back again tonight, having to lay that big number. I don't trust Pacific to lay a number at home in this conference against Seattle. That's something that stuck out to me. I would probably be looking at the Seattle side. I'm not touching that North Carolina Duke game. I just, the way Duke has been pounding teams, I just can't take the see when they're giving me almost 15.5 in that game. Even if you gave me 20, I wouldn't be comfortable with North Carolina. So stay away from me in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. Move on over to the NHL for today. Of course, El Ninos, NHL. Give us what you got from the card today, NHL.
All right, quite a few interesting spots here, I think, on this card. So let's take a look at them. First up, I like Boston there at home over Washington. Great matchup on paper, but I'll take the home ice advantage there with the Bruins, where they're 28-8-1. Washington just 12-14-4 on the road. So I'll lay a little bit of juice there with Boston at home. I was trying to get on the Rangers here. They're coming off a win, but I'm not going to trust them just yet. They are getting a little healthier, though, so they do have that going for them. But the Devils picking up a little steam here, coming in on a 3-game win streak, again, on their home ice. I'll take them to defend it. Obviously, they're juicy here. Could take them in regulation, or I'd rather take the -1, of course, myself. Next up, I like Pittsburgh here, a smaller home favorite here. I think price is right. Again, still no Crosby there for the Penguins, but I'll take him to get the job done here. Should be a pretty interesting matchup. Moving on down. I like the Lightning here again. I like a -1. They're struggling, so could definitely make a case for the also struggling Maple Leafs here, who are still a pretty talented team. They are on their home ice as well, so definitely a lot of, if you're into value plays, hate to talk you off the Maple Leafs, but I think this spot where the Lightning bounce back here, and so I'll take a -1 there. Again, regulation if that's more your thing. Yeah, I'll take my Kings. Not playing their best hockey here, but again, at home here, they got the rest advantage as well here on their home ice. So rest and home ice advantage. I'll take the Kings there, laying a small number, a little bit of juice here at home. Next up, I'll take the Hurricanes. Now they are on the back-to-back, which is maybe why I haven't made it too big a play, but still think they get the job done here. They've been the much better team. They're playing the much better hockey coming into this one. The Flames are struggling. Rest and home ice advantage. I think they're going to need something more than that. So I'll take the Hurricanes -1 there. Again, you could take in regulation, or even go for the big plus money here if you want, going on the puck line, but -1 for me. And let's see these last couple of games. Yeah, not too much on the last couple of games. Could make a small case for taking the small home dogs, but nothing too big there.
All right, there you go from El Nino. So right now we got you through the hockey. Now it's time for our parlay purple segment, where our cappers give it a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We go back to El Nino's.
All right, let's look at this NBA card real quick. I'll go with the Clippers. I'll take the let's go back to the NHL then. I'll take the Hurricanes and the Lightning.
There with El Nino. So I'll give you my three teamer here. I'll take Princeton plus the points. I'll take Sam Houston here plus the points. And I'll also take USC plus the points here with my three-teamer. All right, we got you through our Parlay Purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Heading to a big weekend here of action with college hoops, conference tournament action up there. Hockey's on the board. We also have NBA. Some of our cappers like to cap college baseball. That's up on the board as well. Link in the description will take you right over to Tony's Picks. We can find our leaderboard showcasing our top performers and more up on the site. And of course, El Nino's 14 top of the leaderboards here with 1,480 units of profit. That is all based on a $100 unit wager size. So, El, what you got for sale today?
I said just my power play so far there in the NHL. There are a couple other spots I'm looking at. Honestly, really like this hockey card quite a bit. Obviously, shared a lot of college basketball, which I do like a bit as well, but not just going to start blasting there. I might have a player or two I pick out of that bunch, and yeah, maybe one or two in the NBA, but mainly focusing on the NHL card today is where I see the best value. So far, one power play. I'm pretty sure I'll have at least one more play there for everyone on the long-term passes.
That's right, guys. Yeah, with El Nino's over at Tony's Picks today. He's got an NHL power play profit guarantee there, $19. That means it must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Get on board the El Nino's over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions also available here. 3-day up to a 1-year all sports pass. El Nino's always has the season passes up for you guys as well. Get the season here at these prices. And of course, remember, all of our long-term subscriptions include all of our late Steam plays. All of our plays member plays are in the system by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but we continue to look for those late plays throughout the betting cycle. We see one and we put them in between 10 minutes to 2 hours before game time. Those are emailed directly to your inbox. Use the email you use when you sign up for the service. Late Steam, a feature available here at Tony'sPicks.com on all long-term subscriptions, as well as all props. We have a fully automated prop system here in our pick system. that grades and allows the cappers to put plays in from all the widely available props up there from the NBA, NHL, and Major League Baseball, NFL when NFL returns. So that's also part of your long-term subscription. So get on board with Al Nino's. Promo code TonyT will knock off that 15% off, and you can match up Al with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. All right, over at Tony's Picks today, I have a best bet on the board. Also, 3 premiums for me over at Tony's Picks. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks. Come off a nice 3-in-1 day. All of our plays are documented. So when you go right over to Tony'sPicks.com, you can see all the previous plays that have been released by the cappers. And, of course, all 1,700 plus plays Al Nino's have put in the system. And one note here that we do here is after we grade the plays, you'll see what we like. You can also click the write-up tab and get the analysis here from all of our cappers on our every time we put in plays. You'll see the written analysis. So check it out here at Tony's Picks. Check out Al Nino's handicapper profile page. You can see all of his plays with the write-ups there. All right, guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Lots of great content on the channel. And, of course, find even more content when you head on over to our YouTube channel. You just type in Tony's Picks. You'll head on over to the YouTube. And on our YouTube channel, we got a lot going on. Best way to navigate this is on our homepage. And make sure you subscribe. The homepage, you'll see any live shows up. Are live, and of course, all of our live shows are available, like Night Moods with Ramon and Company, 3 a.m. Eastern Time, midnight Eastern. 3 a.m. Eastern, midnight Pacific. Here, Night Moods, a complete rundown on all the games from Ramon and Company. Happy Hour with Rod, that airs Monday through Friday here at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, the morning show also archives on our channel as well. So lots of great content on the live shows, guys. Check it out. My compilation videos are up right now. Props. We got Chris with his NHL hit list up right now. So check that one up on the channel. NFL, of course, we're done with NFL, but all our playlists are up there for you guys from NBA to college hoops. NHL, a complete rundown on all the NHL games for today from Ramon. He's got you covered on the NHL as he does with his college basketball as well. Fight picks today. We got Mills with the fight picks ready to roll here from Mills. He's got you covered on Holloway versus Oliveira, UFC 326. That is up for you right now. Of course, our videos and a lot of our shorts are up as well. So lots of great content. Of course, Al Nino's pretty much a fixture here on the morning shows. And we also see it here on these reels.
Yeah, I do get some reels out of it. But yeah, definitely mostly live shows for me. So or morning shows, I should say. So keep tuning in early if you can't make it this early. Catch the replays or tune into one of our other live shows, or check out the on-demand videos. Tons of great content over at Tony's Picks YouTube channel.
That's right, guys. A lot of on-demand. Make sure you navigate from the homepage, and you'll see all up on the site for today. So get on board and check it out. All right, guys. With you here, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Tony's This Morning Show. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat for joining us today. Of course, Cow Dog is always great seeing you there. And of course, our man Ron Hahn in there as well. Up One Money, you're here as well. Real love from the Philadelphia area. Keep an eye on his Phillies guys up there. Eagles, we'll see what's going on in the free agency this year for his Eagles this season. Andrew, always good seeing you as well. Digit up there for you. Good morning to you as well. Up on the leaderboard. What's in that? Just strong coffee, man. It's early over here. 6:30 in the morning when we start the show. So strong coffee is what's in that thing. As well. All right. There we go. So I'd like to thank everybody. Andrew, as always, I see you in a lot of our chats as well. Tatum got warmed up after the first half. Looked much better in the second half. Let's see how it recovers. After a full game. That's something to keep an eye on. Yep. AJ Boozer coming here. It's Brooklyn. We'll see how that rolls there. Nets tanking. That's right. Nets are tanking. It's been a while for this Nets team to get good. My goodness. It's been a rough year for them. All right, that's going to do it for the show. Just a reminder, drive-through returns again on Monday here on Tony's Picks, exclusively on Tony's Picks. The drive-through returns. We have already put the schedule together, and we'll have it with the cappers joining me on the drive-through. 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Relaunches here only on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel, the drive-through there. All right, I believe the Knicks still 16-1. Yep, the Knicks. Number 1 ranked defense. Can that hold up? We'll see how that holds up there with the New York Knicks. All right, Al Nino's, any closing thoughts before we close it out?
Oh, best of luck, and yeah, enjoy all the basketball you got going on today.
Yep, have a very big basketball card today, so enjoy it. Okay, we'll wait. Goodbye, you guys. You guys make a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Speaks Morning.